Okay, so a neck is out this week, but we're still gonna do these picks. Let's go through this. I think that like there's a lot of just insane value, just insane lines this week. You see Everton plus 1300, Leicester plus 900, Fulham plus 800, um, Brentford plus 700. I mean, yeah, like all these teams can win, but like, you know, are they? I don't think so. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna put like 100 on all the insane lines. Because like, again, like, is it possible that Newcastle, Liverpool, Arsenal, and Chelsea all win? Yeah, it's very possible. But like the question is like, what would you feel like? Would you feel confident doing a four-way parlay on that? Probably not. So if you take the opposite, like what this strategy basically is just like an anti-parlay, right? Like instead of if all four of these hit, you win, it's if none of these four hit, you win. And it's pretty much the same payout, right? Like if you saw a parlay with this, it would probably be like plus 150. If you, right? Like, but this strategy, it's kind of along the lines of like plus 200, right? So I'm basically doing like an anti-parlay of, like the parlay would be a Newcastle, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea parlay. And I'm kind of taking the opposite of that. Obviously, I mean, there's also the possibility of a tie, but so we got 400 from that. So hopefully one of these hits because I've literally week 12 was great, but I've been like losing money ever since. But the importance of the strategy though that I think is kind of or like the crux of the strategy is that like you're not and this is why I keep on saying like don't take one of these specific bets and make them like, oh, I'm going to do this bet, right? Like it is a strategy over the course of weeks where you're going to be winning money, right? But because it's such a high variability, first of all, you need to bet on everything in a given week, but then also you need to bet like your returns will happen over the course of many weeks, right? So you're gonna have 1, 2 weeks where you make a lot of money, the rest where you like slowly lose money. It's basically like buying options, right? Um, all right, Wolves versus Ipswich. I don't know. Let's I sorry I don't already have this pulled up, but yeah, I mean like why is this line so big? Like Ipswich and Wolves seem like similar teams. Why are Wolves favored by that much? I mean like yeah, their brand name is bigger, but like I don't know, this just seems kind of weird. Like is home field advantage really worth that much? Um, I'm gonna go 50 on a tie for this. Let's see. Nottingham, Nottingham Forest, tie Villa. I think Villa are a substantially better team than Nottingham Forest. We covered this on Footy Talk in past weeks, but like, I was initially on the Nottingham Forest train, but then it looked like they were paper tigers, so I jumped off of it. I jump off of, wait, what? Oh, okay. This needs to be, that was from last week where the game was a push. Um, okay, so we have 550 bets so far. We have 450 left for four games. Brighton versus Crystal Palace. I generally think that Brighton is undervalued, so I'm gonna do 150 on Brighton. And then City tie United. Um, I don't know, like this is such a weird game because like you know, if you look at Man United, you look at their season and you look at City's season, and just like the past few years, like I don't know, betting on Man United versus City just seems like ridiculous. But then at the same time, just like look at Man United over the course of the last few games. My internet's being slow. Um, you know. I mean, wait, what? Yeah. Huh. Yeah, they've actually been doing poorly. Why have I been thinking they've been doing well? Lost to Forest, lost to Arsenal. But I mean, like City is doing even worse. They tied Crystal Palace, they beat Forest, but then they lost to Liverpool, tied Feyenoord, lost to Tottenham, lost to Brighton, lost to Porto, lost to Bournemouth, lost to Tottenham, beat Southampton, right? But like they've been in terrible form. Um, I don't know why United have been stumbling. That's weird, but let's just put $100 on a tie between these two. I don't really have a lot of variance in dollar amounts here. I guess, Wolves and Ipswich are the big ones. Southampton versus Tottenham. Um, let's look at this. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put 50 on Tottenham, and then I'm gonna put 150 on West Ham. So this is like a very quick one, but yeah, I have those four games where I'm basically doing an anti-parlay where I'm like, hey, I think that, one of these teams is gonna get an upset, and then, yeah, I think the big winners are gonna be City, tie United. I think Chelsea's gonna lose to Brentford. Like this is actually kind of disrespectful. Brentford is like a pretty good team. Like, yeah, I know they're ninth, but like, I've been pointing this out all season, man. Like the difference between ninth and fourth is 4 points. Like the difference between Brentford and Manchester City this season is 4 points. I know that Manchester City has all of this, history. I mean, not history, but the past decade attached to it. But like, that's not who they are this year, right? But like, why is City getting minus 175 over a much worse team when Brentford is getting 700 against Chelsea? Doesn't make sense to me. Arsenal versus Everton. I mean, this is literally just like putting money on a dog and praying. Everton have 14 points, Arsenal has 29 points. Um, you know, but hey, these types of things happen. Yeah, so they beat Monaco, they tied Fulham, they beat Manchester United. Yeah, I mean, this bet could very easily lose, but let's see what happens. Anyway, I think that, you know, feel comfortable with this. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe.